Hey everybody, this is Gabriel Miguel. I'm the founder and executive director of the Anastasia Foundation, and we are building the Ringing Cedars of Russia movement in the English-speaking world by connecting, empowering, and inspiring Ringing Cedars readers internationally. And we've built the largest international active community of Ringing Cedars readers outside of Russia. If you have read the Ringing Cedars or you're planning to or you're interested, come and meet our community. There's millions of ways to connect. And so today, I've got so much inspiring news that I want to share with you, and I think you guys are going to really enjoy this. So I'm just going to get right into it. I've got a very big announcement to make. I am in full control of ringingcedarsbooks.com, and I have all of the remaining copies of the Ringing Cedars books in English. And this is the first and second editions of the books, and I'm talking about physical copies only. And so this is a big deal. And when I say first and second editions, I have some references here. This is the first edition covers, which are the green ones with all the paintings on them. First edition. Second edition, which is the ones that people are maybe more familiar with. And these are the black covers. And there are no differences between the first and second edition. A lot of people like to ask about this. The only difference is after they had finished translating the entire series, which up to the ones that they published was book 8.2, technically book 9. After they finished publishing the series, they went back and updated the text of book 1 with their kind of deeper understanding of the material and, Russian translation and these kinds of nuances. So they updated book 1. And the only difference is obviously they changed the cover, they updated the construction, better binding, recycled paper, vegetable-based inks, and generally a better quality printed book. So if anybody is wondering, I would actually suggest getting the second edition because this is a better built book. This is better printed. That out of the way, look at these beautiful copies, these brand new flawless copies printed probably like 15 years ago. And so I want to tell you guys what's going on with all this. And what happened is essentially I got in touch with the people who were running Ringing Cedars Press. We became very good friends, and there was a very small amount of books remaining, and 3,000 books roughly is what I have. Donated them all to me because they feel that we're doing very good work and we're a nonprofit. So there's also, they get a tax deduction for donating to us and to support us. And so there's a very good relationship there. And I'm making these books available at the lowest price they've been in a long time. So I've been following this for a long time, and the books were selling for, you guys have seen, you go on Amazon, you go on eBay, the books sets were selling for hundreds of dollars. Currently, all that we have in stock is book 1, book 2, and book 3. So I'm making them available at the lowest price that I possibly can in order to just get the books out, and giving big discounts on all these things. But that's not the main point. The main thing that I would like to share about this is that this marks a really significant breakthrough and moment, I think, for the movement. The fact that if you go to ringingcedars.com, which is where the Ringing Cedars Press was selling the books for since 2008 or maybe late 2007, you'll see that the website is shut down. They're no longer active. They're completely out of books. I have all the rest of them. Only 3,000. And this is a big moment. And it's an exciting moment, honestly. Some people may think that, right, the books are out of print and this is a disaster, or this is sad. And it's not at all. The last books that they printed were like 15 years ago or something, and they have been selling old stock of books for that entire time. And now they're finally out. I've got the rest of them, and this helps us get into a smooth transition to when I finally published a new version of the books, right? We sell the rest of these. This supports the foundation and supports our work. And there's a lot that I actually want to announce right after this regarding our work that you guys I think are going to be very excited about. That's the main thing I have to say about this. First of all, I can't have imagined that this would have happened, right? The relationship that has formed and all that's transpired. But with moving forward and solving the disputes, the previous existing disputes of things going on with the English translations and all that, I just want to tell you guys that there is more harmony, more resolution, and as little conflict as there has ever been, at least in the last 15 years. And it's a big thing. I believe all of these things, some people are maybe more informed on those issues than others. I'm not going to go into them here. It's not really worth addressing. But I do want to say that things are at the cusp of being entirely resolved in a very harmonious way very soon. And moving forward, everything will be buttoned up. Everyone will be happy. There will be peace. And I hope to share more details about that once it's developed. I don't want to speak about it prematurely, and I appreciate you guys giving your patience and grace and understanding for that. But trust me and believe me that things are way more harmonious than they've been in a long time. And honestly, it's a miracle. It's honestly a miracle. And I'm just so glad about this, about the fact that we can make the books available at the lowest price that I can. There's large discounts and things. I don't want you guys to feel like I'm being salesy here. We got the books at the lowest price, fast shipping. There's not that many left. And we just want to do that, because I'm not trying to make millions and millions of dollars off this. We're going to publish the books later and all those things will happen. So I'm not concerned. Big news. Second thing I want to share with you, something that I'm so excited about, so happy about. We have several events happening tomorrow. Tomorrow being July 23rd. I'm filming this on July 22nd. July 23rd, Whole Earth Day, Dachnik Day, Whole Earth holiday mentioned in book 2. Anastasia creates this beautiful holiday for people to celebrate. And we are having 4 different meetups around the world. And next year we'll likely have many more. Currently, tomorrow I'm going to be doing a meetup here in Asheville, North Carolina. Then we're going to have another meetup in Denmark. So I'm a regional ambassador for North Carolina. Then we are going to have our new regional ambassador, Maya, in Denmark and the surrounding Nordic countries. She's doing a meetup there. So if you are available in Denmark or those surrounding countries, by train, the European train system is very good. You guys can get there quickly. And we will also be doing a meetup in Southern California, which is very exciting. Vlad Levchenko, our Southern California regional ambassador, is going to be doing a meetup. I forget exactly the location, but if you go on our site, you'll see it. And if you check our newsletter, which I highly recommend that you subscribe to, you should get the details there. And then there's a reader-hosted meetup in Australia. Again, my remembrance and knowledge of Australia geography is not very good, but all the details are on our website. And 4 meetups happening around the world on July 23rd. And I think that's a beautiful thing. I don't really know if something like that has happened before, but even if you are very likely unable to attend any of these meetups, I want to say, go back and read book 2. Read that chapter about the holiday. If you have a garden, spend your day in the garden the way that Anastasia says. Bring your family together, have dinner, right? Have the youngest bless the table along with the eldest. You spend an hour alone contemplating life and tending to your garden. Please do that if you do have a garden. It's a wonderful day. Take the day if you're able to. And if not, then celebrate with us in spirit around the world. And there's many more events and things that are to come. We've got at least 2 events that are going to be happening in August. So Alex, who is our Northern California regional ambassador, he's going to be hosting a really cool meetup. Again, location is on the website or in the newsletter. But he will be hosting a camping. It's like camping. So there's a beautiful park up in Northern California. They're going to have a campsite and spend some time together there out in nature. So it's going to be really cool. You guys should go to that. And then very likely our regional ambassador, Haley, in Bali, Indonesia, will very likely be hosting a meetup on her very newly established Kins domain, which is really great. She's been working on that for a long time. She has a YouTube channel, which you can see more about what she's doing over there, Thriving with Nature. Haley is amazing. Alex is amazing. There's so much more to come. I just got this video set up here, sorted out, so I'm hoping to be able to be a bit more consistent with the videos. It's easier for me to film at this point. If you ever see me looking down, it's because my monitor is in front of me and I have some notes here and I want to make sure I get to everything. But yeah, my friends, I'm so glad to be sharing this with you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being a part of our work. If you want to share stories about what's going on on your Kins domain, if you're building a Kins domain, reach out to us. You can email stories@Anastasia Foundation, or you can just go on our website and go on our contact form. I really want to ask you guys, if you guys are making Ringing Cedars inspired art, music, poetry, if you have stories, images you'd like to share, please let us know so we can start to share these things. We have done a good job so far sharing them in our newsletter, and really a big goal of mine is to document what is going on in the Ringing Cedars movement internationally, outside of Russia. I really want people to see the images of the life that people are living, because I get to see a lot of them because I'm connected to everybody. But I want to do more of sharing it with you guys. Maybe we're going to be able to feature some of these things in future videos, but at least in the newsletter and on our website and our social media, we want to share. So if you've got music, poetry, stories, images, if you're hosting meetups, please let us know. Please send us details. And yeah, if you appreciate what we're doing and you want to see more of Anastasia's dream being manifested through the work that we're doing, then please feel free to support us financially. You can make a donation. We are a tax-exempt nonprofit, so fully tax-deductible donations, monthly donations help us tremendously. We just want to be able to do more for you guys. Honestly, my vision is to just do as much as we can and use the foundation as infrastructure to support the movement, right? To provide ways for people to connect, to provide resources that are inspiring and educational. Whether we do online meetups, we do in-person meetups, we're already doing all of that. And there's going to be so much more that's going to come as we grow. For anybody who, I'm just so grateful for anyone who's been supporting us for all this time. I've been at this thing for quite a while. And I just want to say thank you for your support, whether you're new or you've been following since the beginning. Deep, deep, deep and sincere thanks. And so much more to come. But yes, have a happy and blessed whole Earth Day. You can wish Vladimir a happy birthday. And hopefully I will be back relatively soon with more news. So thank you, my friends, and joy and bright thoughts to all of you. Take care. Hey everyone, Gabriel from the future here, jumping in quickly. One thing I realized I forgot to mention about the books is this is a question that has come up a lot. People have different preferences as to which covers that they enjoy. Obviously, that is a personal preference that everybody has. One thing that, and all this information I'm sharing about the books and the differences comes directly from the Ringing Cedars Press, the people who made all these decisions. Why they changed the covers. One was they wanted to update book one. The other thing was that the depictions of like Anastasia in, a skirt and a blonde woman and these kinds of almost fantastical seeming paintings they found very off-putting for a Western audience, unfortunately. Seems to resonate a lot more in Eastern countries. A more Western audience was very off-put by those images for their own reasons, and so they repackaged them into the black covers with the beautiful nature photos on the front, and they found that those books outsold the original green cover books by 1,000 times. And they mentioned that the goal was to get the books into the hands of as many people as possible, which I completely agree with. And I think it was a good decision, but that is a little bit of information for anyone who may be wondering.